project?
So my internet looks like it's being, let me turn on a hotspot and see if that helps. Our students are awesome. They're getting master's degrees in sociology and family and human development.
Okay.
And their very last class is this capstone experience. And part of that is getting at least 40 hours of some sort of hands-on experience. And that's flexible. So if students want to do more, they can do more if that's something you would be interested in.
Okay.
The challenging part, maybe the most challenging part of working with our students is just the timeline. The course is only 7 weeks long.
Okay.
And so we do this year round. It's the second half of the spring semester, second half of the fall semester, and second half of summer. And so often when we make a connection with an organization, we renew that connection if they have an ongoing project. So we constantly can be supplying students if the organization is interested in having kind of that ongoing connection.
Yeah, we love having students. They've built our brand, they've built our business, they help our customers. And then they get so much out of it because I'm not one of those that's expecting, hey, you just go figure it out. I'm one of those that pour into the students, really teach them how to think strategically and really I'm a teacher too. So I'm teaching kids in China in the morning time. So I'm a teacher as well. And so we love having students, and yes, we would love to.
Well, that sounds like the perfect kind of partnership that we're looking for. Is that kind of heart of a teacher too is awesome. So we have students, they come from really diverse backgrounds. I mean, in terms of experiences, education, their career field. Some of them are returning to school after 20 years. But that means that we have some professionals, you know, they might be finishing a master's, but they've been professionals in other areas, or they're just advancing in their careers. So it's pretty cool, the kinds of students we have. Now we don't know, they find their own field experiences. And so we don't know how many we'll have in a semester. We usually have 20 to 40 students, but they might be doing local placements. They might be finding other opportunities. What I've seen is usually we have one or two that are interested in each of our Ripen experiences. If you had a couple people express interest and you wanted them to work as a team, they can do that, but they can also work individually. We ask our students to reach out, and I think Ripen supports this now, that they can reach out and have a meeting first before they join a project. That way you can hear from the student and decide, yes, this is a good fit, or no, it's not a good fit, and the student can also decide if, you know, it's a good fit. So you're not stuck with any of our students. You can find the people that have the skills for whatever part of the project you need them to help support.
Okay. And so I'm trying to see, I'm looking at what project we were matched for. It's a community educators program, turning lived experiences into curriculum. Okay. And because we've got another team of students working on this too. So like if we get one student or more, I can actually merge them with students. I think the students from City College are working on this as well. So then we can actually, I said, I wonder how this will work if I start to merge the students together from different places. That would be fun for them as well, you know. So
I think it's such a good experience too. So I think that sounds awesome. And so they're flexible. What we accept is flexible. Anything that you would have them doing on this project would be something that we would definitely see as a great experience for our students. And if they wanted, if they wanted to start a little, if you wanted them to start a little early and they wanted to start a little early, that's okay. So, you know, depending on, I know timelines sometimes make a difference, but we can be flexible to support your project.
Okay. And so what I usually do is I guess when the students reach out, I can interview them and see exactly what they want to do, and kind of see whether or not we have a team of students or one or two. And then that way I can put them on a team that already exists, give them something based upon their interest and what they want to see. Because we've got several projects. This project, you say the students of this discipline are sociology students?
They're sociologists and family studies.
Okay, and family studies. Okay, and
that can mean a lot of things to them. Their interests are really, they cover a lot. So
okay. Yeah, that's very broad. So yeah, we could do, and this would probably be the best project because it deals with so many things as well as technology, as well as some IT stuff. But they would learn those skills. And so what is the timeline you say for the students picking their experience independently?
So usually we ask them to reach out to organizations about 6 weeks before the class starts, at least 6 weeks.
Okay.
The next class starts in the middle of October,
Okay.
October 12th-ish. And they're supposed to have their proposals right now submitted by September 5th. There might be a few other people that go a little bit beyond that date. So I can send out an email to our students now if you wanted me to, and there's a chance we might get somebody.
Okay.
Most likely, I'll send an email out and they might respond for spring.
Okay.
That starts in mid-March. And
Okay.
so,
To me. So then that way I can see. And so they reach out and then so they will reach out, put their projects together after selecting which or proposal for what they're going to do. Okay,
so
give me.
they'll reach out to you and they'll have a meeting. And if you decide, yes, this sounds good, and you have a general understanding of what the student will do, and the student understands what you want them to do,
Okay.
they fill out a proposal then for me. So once you're good with them and you're like, let's do this, then
Okay.
they submit a proposal to me, which I almost always approve, especially a ripen opportunity. I almost can skip it. So then I approve it. I give them permission to register for the class. And then once the class starts, they're in contact with you, doing
Okay.
the things you want them to do.
Okay. So about 4 to 6 weeks lead time is what you're saying.
Typically, yeah. I mean, right now, because the class starts in a little bit over a month, so at the latest, about a month
Okay.
that they'll reach out before. But then if you wanted to start early, if they wanted to start early, you could do that.
Okay. And this is are you guys on a quarter system?
Our online classes there's an A session and a B session in the semester. So there's the whole semester, that's 15 weeks, but they can do the first half of the semester as an A session and the second half is the B session.
Okay.
So our online classes are all kind of accelerated
Okay.
sessions.
Okay. I've heard my son say that. He's an A session, B session. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Okay.
C session. It's so confusing. Yeah, I know.
Okay. So you're dividing a semester up in twos or threes
Yes,
or
in two. We divide them in two. And we do the same thing in the summer too, except those are 6-week sessions. Those are even a little bit shorter.
Okay. So that sounds wonderful. That'll give us lead time to be able to prep and be able to understand where they're going, what their interests are, and to be able to make sure that they get a good experience and a portfolio that demonstrates what they've done. So that sounds great. And also maybe even have an opportunity to work with some of the other universities that we have. So I think that's even more awesome because I can't wait to do that. Is, hey, stick somebody in from this university and y'all ingratiate him through the tools that we're giving the students. So that is it a learning experience that models a real world work situation.
That sounds fantastic. This sounds awesome. I'm really excited.
Okay. Well, I've got my questions answered. Anything else that you want to know from us? What we do as an organization? I can just give you that. We're a nonprofit. We actually engage kids ages 8 to 25. Our college students, our TMT Mentee program is kind of what we consider this as. So when the students come in, they're actually an official TMT Mentee assisting businesses in low cost advertising, as well as artists creating artistic products such that we don't have to have one centralized Hollywood. Our goal is to decentralize Hollywood, to provide the tools necessary in most communities, which is nothing more now than an iPhone, to be able to really tell stories and be able to craft those stories and be able to really pull together lived experiences that people actually go through, and not this manufactured stereotypical stuff we see coming from one place in America. And so our goal is to be able to manufacture those images at the nonprofit lower level, but also so we turn that curriculum into a STEM curriculum, a science curriculum with a technology piece, and we've expanded to now have robotics as well. So we've got a media piece, we have a robotics piece, and we're looking to bring on more academia so that we're looking at the micro school movement to be able to create curriculum such that this becomes officially a school versus just extended learning. So the students are helping us to be able to develop the technology that's needed, to engage those artists, to be able to put together workflows, to be able to have artists create from across the country, and to be able to expose youth to after school programs. Our local mentees actually work in the classroom to facilitate the after school programs with the kids. So this is full gamut. We touch we've been doing this for like 20 years now, and now the AI tools are amazing. The my work looks the same about the kids work. And so because technology is becoming way more affordable, we feel like we can truly make an impact to get these tools to communities, as well as these experiences with the micro school. So it's kind of what we are. So we have projects ranging from we're currently right now we have a client that is a marketing client of ours. They're doing communiversity. They're turning a house into a community resource center, and we're supplying video. We're supplying video to Communiversity, and we're also supplying interns to be able to do a Dewey Decimal System to catalog 2,500 books.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, we find solutions for the businesses from a marketing perspective to help them solve operational problems, solve marketing problems, and get the word out to the customer that they're there. So we couldn't do this without now Ripen has been a huge arsenal, a huge weapon in our toolbox that which now allows us to be able to extend upon our geographical borders and reach out across the country. So this is amazing experience. So we do give them a very rich experience, and their work is really opening up a cadre of options for under marginalized communities and people of color, especially in the media field, as well as going into technology too. So we appreciate your support.
Y'all are doing everything. It keeps me so busy. Oh my goodness, that's very cool.
Well, it's almost like the Claude Anderson model. He said you go into a community and you have 4 stories of a building, one a media, one education, civic engagement, and finance. And so we can put that building inside of communities. You'd help the community become more sustainable.
That's awesome. Well, you're doing important work. I'm super excited. So I'll send out an email to our students today so that they know. Hopefully you get some people reaching out. I think people will be excited. And then I'm trying to remember if I need to, accept something.
Oh, okay. I think
I can't remember which direction this one
yeah,
went.
it's like the match opportunity, because what happens is when I go in, it'll say you're matched, and then I'm not looking all over the places for the matches. So you're accepted. You already have accepted the match. So
Did I? I did accept it?
yeah, you accepted the match. So you are in the school.
Okay.
You look at the actual space. You're
Oh, there
in.
we are. I found it. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. I can never, I'm like, there's so many different pieces. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I will let you go, but I appreciate learning about what you're doing and your support for our students.
Thank you. And you have a great day, and I'll look forward for those emails trickling through.
Awesome. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.